Amigos, presten atención a lo que está pasando hoy día. Hace unas horas salió esto, una conferencia de prensa donde la fiscalía pues arrestó a 5 testigos de Jehová por cosas muy delicadas. De verdad, compartan esta información y presten mucha atención a los cargos por los cuales están arrestados. Testigos de Jehová están en serios problemas. Los van a empezar a investigar allá en Estados Unidos, Pensilvania.
The survivors of child sexual abuse. They had a courageous voice. They came and they told us what had happened to them. And they make our community safer. We would not be here today without them. These cases, as all of them are disturbing and sad. But this one, in particular, digs deeper. Because in this case, all of the defendants and all of the victims come from the same religious organization, the Jehovah Witnesses. Some of these defendants even use their faith communities to prey upon the victims, and others had to look no further than their own families. The details of these crimes are hard to listen to, but make no mistake about it. This office will do absolutely everything we can to hold these men accountable for what they did to these innocent children. I'd like to take you back to the beginning, to the background on this case. Some of you may recall that in October, this office announced criminal charges in 4 cases in 4 different Pennsylvania counties against 4 members of the Jehovah Witness organization for sexual assault and exploitation of children. That investigation started as a resource referral from a local district attorney's office. And when we received it, we began to investigate that case and gather evidence. Through that investigation, we learned of several incidents of sexual assault committed by members of Jehovah Witnesses congregation. After a 3-year investigation, hundreds of hours of grand jury testimony, and dozens of witnesses, we filed charges against those 4 individuals. And at that time, when we announced those charges against the 4 individuals, we asked for people to come forward, for anybody who had something
ya
similar
están
like
pidiendo
this happen
que
to them,
cualquier
to reach
víctima
out,
de los testigos de
to call
Jehová
our
ya
hotline
vaya
and
directamente a
come
la
to us.
fiscalía, al gobierno de Estados Unidos.
And
Se les
many
viene la noche,
courageous
testigos de Jehová.
survivors came forward and called the hotline. So as a result of our ongoing investigation and the individuals that reached out to us on our hotline, we are here today to announce these charges. Let me begin first with Mark Brown, 65, of Allegheny County. It is alleged that Brown repeatedly sexually abused 2 sisters for whom he was the legal guardian at the time. They were between the ages of 10 and 13 years old when this happened. They testified to being assaulted in the shower and other parts of the house that they shared with Brown when they were young girls. He threatened the older sister that if she did anything to stop him, or if she told anyone, he would sexually abuse her younger sister. When in reality, that was already happening. He was already doing that to her. She didn't know it. Brown is charged with aggravated indecent assault, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minors. The next case is Raymond Schultz, 74, of Beaver County. It is alleged that Schultz repeatedly sexually assaulted his own granddaughters when they were between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. Both girls testified to being assaulted while visiting Schultz at his home. The girls' parents trusted him, asked him to watch them, and he betrayed that trust in the most horrendous way. He's been charged with aggravated indecent assault, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minors. The next case is Abamil Valentine Matos, 42, of Lancaster County. It is alleged that Matos abused a 15-year-old girl who at the time was half his age, claiming that he intended to marry her. He met this victim in 2009 at a Jehovah Witness event that brought together multiple congregations. The congregation was aware of his romantic interest in the girl, noting that they would approve of it if certain conditions were met, including the presence of a chaperone and the commitment to eventually marry her. Matos' interest in the minor quickly turned sexual, and he began sending inappropriate photos and convinced her to meet him alone, no chaperone. During these meetings, he sexually assaulted her. He's been charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minor. The next case is Kevin Isevich, 51, of Butler County. It is alleged that he sexually assaulted a member of his family when she was just 9 years old. The victim recalled playing with her cousins when he pulled her into his bedroom and assaulted her. The abuse only stopped that day when the defendant's wife returned home. He's been charged with rape, aggravated indecent assault, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minors.
A continuación viene uno de los casos más peores para mí. Un anciano de congregación se aprovechó de su cargo.
44, of Lancaster County. It is alleged that he sexually assaulted 3 minors who were between the age of 5 and 10 years old. He was an elder in the Jehovah Witness congregation, which allowed him to build a rapport with members. He gained the trust of several parents, including his own relatives, which gave him extensive access to young girls in the congregation. He was trusted to babysit and even act as a guardian to one of his victims. The grand jury heard testimony from 2 of his victims that described that he groped their bodies and assaulted them. A 3rd victim testified to frequent unwanted touching, including groping. He has been charged with aggravated indecent assault, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minors.
Fuertes casos de estos 5 hombres peligrosos de testigos de Jehová. Al final dice la fiscalía, tenemos el deber de proteger a los niños. Ellos tienen el derecho de crecer en una comunidad donde pueden crecer, jugar y aprender. Y orar. Y no ser depravados. La oficina nunca dejará de trabajar para investigar y enjuiciar a cualquiera que, llamase testigo o no testigo, se aproveche de estas cosas vulnerables en su sociedad. Se les viene la noche, testigos de Jehová. Se les viene la noche. Y al final vuelve a invitar a cualquiera que sufrió un abuso dentro de los testigos de Jehová que se acerque a esta fiscalía, a estas personas que sí van a hacer justicia, porque esto existe dentro de los testigos de Jehová y miles de casos. A ver qué tienes que decir, investigador de la verdad, testigo de Jehová. A ver qué tienes que decir.
I urge you to please contact our hotline, 888-538-8541.
Y al final una reportera le pregunta, tengo entendido que tienen su propio sistema judicial interno, refiriéndose a los comités judiciales. ¿Van a investigar sobre este asunto? Y la fiscalía dice, sí, vamos a investigar sobre los comités judiciales que hacen los testigos de Jehová.
This is an ongoing investigation. Any other questions? Yes.
Can you speak to the nature of some of these individuals as you